Quentin Jones and Matthew Goomer.
Hello and welcome to beautiful Draper Diamond on the campus of Lipscomb University in beautiful Nashville, Tennessee for exciting NCAA D1 softball between the Southeast Missouri Redhawks out of the Ohio Valley Conference and the Lipscomb Bisons out of the A-Sun. Well, it's been an exciting day here at Draper Diamond for the beginning of the Purple and Yellow Challenge. We've already had 2 games here. Both games went into extra innings, with Southeast Missouri getting a victory in Game 1 in 11 innings.
And now let's feature starting lineup for the Lipscomb Bison.
And Dayton getting the win over the College of Charleston in Game 2. But as we get started here for Game 3 between Southeast Missouri and Lipscomb, let's go over the starting lineups today. First starting lineup for Southeast Missouri. Leading off, the second baseman number 18, Sydney Dennis. Batting second, the right fielder number 14, Kaylee Anderson. Batting third, the designated player number 11, Tori Bradley. Batting fourth and catching, number 20, Kat Sackett. Batting fifth and playing first base, number 26, Aubrey Shore. Batting sixth and playing third base, number 21, Chelsea Pena. Batting seventh and playing center field, number 2, Paige Halliwell. Batting eighth and playing shortstop, number 4, Allison Tucker. And batting ninth and playing left field, number 10, Tatum Gerwitz. In the circle for the Red Hawks is right-hander number 19, Patience Holman. As Southeast Missouri gets ready to come to the plate here, we'll go over the defense for your Bisons. At short, the senior, number 1, Amy Vitula. In right, the junior, number 7, Presley Liebrick. In left, number 2, Macy Conconin. At third, the right-hander, number 19, Caitlin Belding. At first, the freshman, Elise Shoemaker, number 17. In center field is number 9, Joy Gerizzo. Behind the plate, the senior, Caitlin Hunt. And at second, number 3, Kelly Paulson. In the circle for your Bisons is the freshman, Kate Peters. As Peters will give fist bumps to her infield, and Sydney Dennis will dig in here. We'll get ready here, an hour and 11 minutes behind the scheduled first pitch of 11 o'clock, or 3 o'clock, after both of those first 2 games went into extra innings, including featuring Southeast Missouri University. As the first pitch from Peters is low and away in the dirt for a ball, and this game is underway at 4:12 p.m. Central Time here in beautiful Nashville, Tennessee. Peters kicks and deals, and that one's low as well for a ball. So 2-0 count now to Dennis, getting her 7th start of the season. 3 for 20 for a 150 average with 3 runs, as a strike's called there on the outside corner from Peters. Dennis does have 1 RBI on the season, but the season is still young. She'll look at a ball there to run the count to 3-1. That one's chopped to short Batula will come up, fire to first for the out, and it's the first out of the game.
Now batting the right fielder, number 14, Kaylee Anderson.
That'll bring up the right fielder, Kaylee Anderson now. Peters checks her wristband, kicks, fires. That one's shot to second. Under it is Paulson. She'll make the catch for the second out of the inning. So here comes the freshman, Tori Bradley.
Now batting the designated player, number 11, Tori Bradley.
Though she's a freshman, she leads Southeast Missouri in average. 11 for 25 for a 4.40 ERA as that one's outside for a ball. Bradley with a double, a triple. She does have 3 RBIs and has scored 5 runs, but is slugging .560 on this young season. As the lefty watches that one go by for a ball, run the count 2-0. Freshman on freshman here as Peters fires and misses low. This will run the count to 3-0. Bradley, not much of a walk threat on this young season with only 2, but you have to expect she'll take here, and she does for her 3rd walk of the season. And Southeast Missouri has a runner on.
Now batting the catcher, number 20, Kat Sackler.
That'll bring up Kat Sackett, the catcher. As the lefty watches that one go by for a called strike. Sackett batting .282 this season. She started all 13 games for the Red Hawks. 11 hits. Does have a double and 9 RBIs. She fouls that one back for a strike. 0-2 count now. So Kate Peters, the Dixon, Tennessee native, trying to get out of the inning. Right here, right now. She misses low for a ball. Peters is 1-1 on this young season. That one's chopped to short. Batula will come up, fire to first, and get the out. And we will go to the bottom of the first inning in a scoreless game here at Draper Diamond. The Bisons will come to bat when we return. Completely messed that one up. She is 2-4. 2-4. Words are hard. Nat sounded. That's perfect. Just looking for her. Yeah. Oh, trust me.
Bison fans want to receive game day reminders and helpful information from Lipscomb Athletics right to your phone. Subscribe to the Lipscomb Athletics text service by texting Bison to 53108 and have all the latest information at your fingertips. That's Bison 53108.
trying to look for stats. I don't have her stats anywhere. Welcome back to Draper Diamond as Amy Vitula gets ready to step into the batter's box.
Amy Vitula.
Here to lead off the bottom of the first inning. Let's go over Southeast Missouri's defensive alignment here as we get started. From left to right in the outfield, Gerwitz, Halliwell, and Anderson. And across the diamond, we have, starting from first to third, Shore, Dennis, Tucker, Pena. Behind the plate, Holman. And on the mound is the right-hander, Patience Holman, who gets Vitula to ground to short on her first pitch, and the Bison's offense is underway. That'll bring up Presley Liebrick, the right fielder.
Presley Liebrick.
So, Patience Holman on the mound. The right-hander from Mexico, Missouri. And Liebrick will shoot that one past shortstop into center field for a base hit. The Bison's first hit of the game. And that'll bring up Macy Kinconen, the left fielder who just a few days ago
Number 2, Macy Kinconen.
put a ball over the right field fence for her first career home run. She's certainly riding a hot hand. She'll watch that one catch the inside corner for a strike. Kinconen, the Oklahoma State transfer, is tied for the team lead in RBIs with Liebrick with 10. She'll shoot that one to second. And that will not be a double play, as the flip from Dennis to Gerwitz was in time to get Liebrick at second, but the throw from Gerwitz over to first was not in time.
Now batting on the third
It'll go
baseman,
down
number 19, Caitlin
as a fielder's
Belding.
choice. And that'll bring up the third baseman, Caitlin Belding. Belding will watch an off-speed pitch there, called for a strike. Belding from Hayden, Alabama. The sophomore kicks. Spits on that one. Watches it go by for a ball to even the count at 1-1. A nursing major is Belding. Started 28 games her first season. She'll watch that one called for a strike. Belding led Hayden High School to the 2019 state championship in Alabama, her back in 2019. She'll watch this pitch from Patience Holman back right up the middle to Holman, who will field, fire on the first for the final out, and we'll go to the second scoreless. Due up for the Red Hawks will be Aubrey Shore, Chelsea Pena, and Paige Halliwell when we return. We'll be right back, right here on the Bison's Radio Network. Whew. Welcome back here to Draper Diamond as Aubrey Shore will get ready to dig into the batter's box here. The righty. With a bright blue bat. We'll dig in to face Kate Peters for on the mound for her second inning of action. She'll fire pitch in there, low and in for a ball. Peters fires that one high for a ball. Peters making her third start this season, has a 3.65 ERA. Fires that one high for a ball. 3-0 count now. Peters is 0-1 on the season. Does have one save in 16.1 innings pitched. She's in the hole here 3-0, and it'll be a 4-pitch walk to the leadoff batter Shore. So that'll bring up the third baseman, number 21, Chelsea Pena. Pena will watch that one go by now, and that's 5 consecutive balls off the hand of Peters. Pena, an Ohio Valley Conference Commissioner's Honor Roll selection last season, as now a 6th straight ball from Peters misses, and it will be 2-0, and we're going to have a little conference here at the mound to try to regroup and figure out what's going on here. Take a deep breath. So we have a very busy day here at Lipscomb. Right across the sidewalk, we have baseball going on. Nice baseball game against Northern Illinois. It's early in that one. But Lipscomb does lead 2-0 off of an RB 2-run single by Rudy Maxwell in the bottom of the first, as Peters finally, after 6 consecutive balls, gets a pitch over the plate for strike 1. Shore off of first. That pitch will clip the inside corner for a strike, and that'll even the count at 2-2 now. Two-two count. Peters to Pena. That one misses high. Nice snag by Hunt behind the plate to keep it in front of her, and that'll run the count full now. That one shot to short, caught on the fly by Vichula. She'll check first, but Shore wasn't moving, and that'll be the first out of the inning. And that will bring up the center fielder,
Now batting the center fielder,
Paige
number 2,
Halliwell.
Paige Halliwell.
Southeast Missouri 6-6 overall this season after their win earlier today. As that pitch from Peters is in there for a strike. I mentioned we started an hour later than the posted game time for 3 o'clock, mainly because that first game this morning at 10 o'clock between Southeast Missouri, as that one's flied to left, and under it and making the catch is the left fielder Kinkonen for the second out of the inning. So that'll bring up
Next, the shortstop, number 4,
Allison Tucker, the shortstop now. But that first game between Southeast Missouri and the College of Charleston went 11 innings, with Southeast Missouri getting a 5-4 victory. So that one's on the outside corner for a strike. And in the second game between Dayton and the College of Charleston, that one went 8 innings. So 2 back-to-back extra inning games here push you behind. There's that one low and outside for a ball. But Southeast Missouri has had time to rest those legs a little bit with game 2 going into extra innings. But Lipscomb hasn't played all day, so they're certainly fresh, as that one's popped foul. Making the diving effort is the catcher, Caitlin Hunt. She'll come up just short as it clips off of her glove. An extreme effort there by Hunt to make the catch. Just missed it. But it is a foul ball, and we'll run the count to 1-2 now. That one shot foul off the net. That'll keep the count 1-2. That pitch is up and in from Kate Peters to run the count 2-2 now. 2-2 count, 2 outs. Peters checks her wristband, looks, fires, swung on and missed for a strike. And that's the final out of the inning and the first strikeout of the game for Kate Peters. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Still here in a scoreless game right here on the Bison's Radio Network.
No hits, no errors.
We're back here in beautiful Nashville, Tennessee, as Camry Rich digs in, or prepares to dig in, as we start this bottom of the second inning here against Southeast Missouri.
Camry Rich.
Rich. We'll watch the first pitch from Patience Holman. Just miss outside for a ball. Rich struggling so far this season. batting .87, has 2 hits. However, on that game Wednesday, she had 3 walks after coming into the game with 1, and she'll watch this one miss outside for a ball, run the count to 2-0. So she entered the game on Wednesday with 1 walk, walked 3 times that game to increase her walk count to 4, and now already ahead 2-0 here against Patience Holman. Holman will fire a strike in there. I'll move the count to 2-1 now. Rich digs in, rests the bat on her. She'll watch that one miss outside for a ball. Hitters count now 3-1. Will we see Rich swing to try to get on and raise that average, or will she keep that, get her 5th walk of the season and 4th in the last 2 days? As she'll keep the bat on there. She'll watch that one clip the outside corner for a strike to run the count full now. Check with the home plate umpire, who will let her know that yes, it was indeed a strike, and now we have a full count here. Holman to Rich. Rich thought that one missed inside. She started trotting down to first, but it was a called strike 3, and it is the first out of the inning.
Number 17.
So that'll bring up the freshman Elise Shoemaker playing first base tonight. She started all 14 games. 58, 6 hits. Does have 1 RBI. She'll shoot that one foul, just barely misses the bag. You cannot put that one any closer. Third baseman Tucker Pena, I beg your pardon, tried to will that one to go foul, but it did, just barely. Shoemaker won't bunt this time. She'll watch that one miss up high and away for a ball. Shoemaker watches that one clip the outside corner off the hand of Holman for a strike, and that'll run the count. Holman rocks and deals. That one's ripped, but foul down the third base line. Shoemaker will step out of the box, regroup, knowing she was just out in front of that one, seeing if she can straighten it out and get it into fair territory. Defense, the outfield, however, kind of in a shift with the center fielder pulling just to her right. And she'll send it that way. Coming in is that center fielder who makes a diving play. Paige Halliwell played that one to perfection. They were shading her that way, and that ball was dying on Halliwell. She made a diving catch kind of there in no man's land and came up with it for the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up Joy Jurizzo. Absolutely phenomenal effort there by Paige Halliwell. You cannot make a better read on a play like that, just scooping it off the ground before it touched it. And if you're Elise Shoemaker, all you can do is tip your cap. So the center fielder, Joy Jurizzo, Batting 167 with 5 hits this young season. She does have two RBI. Only way she can get one here is to put the ball over the fence, which she has not done yet this season. She'll watch that one miss inside for a ball. Rizzo watches that one over the plate for a strike. The sophomore from Clarksville, Tennessee, will step back into the box, wave the bat twice, now puts it behind her head, moving her upper body as a timing mechanism. She'll time that one up, put it in the center field, and the center fielder Hallie will not be able to dive and catch that one. It is the second hit of the game for the Bisons. For Jerizzo.
Batting the catcher, number 12, Caitlin Hunt.
And that'll bring up the senior catcher, Caitlin Hunt. The grad student from Meade, Nebraska, the Creighton Blue Jay transfer, digs in now from the right side of the plate. She's started all 15 games now for the Bisons. Drizzo off of first. That pitch is lifted high. It's playable. The only question is whether it be caught in fair or foul territory, and it is caught in fair territory there by the left fielder Gerwitz. So we will head to the third inning scoreless here. Due up, Gerwitz will lead us off here in the top of the order. The bottom of the order will be 9, 1, and 2 for Southeast Missouri. We'll be right back here from Nashville, the Purple and Gold Challenge at Lipscomb University. Throw down. Nashville, there's some light cloud cover here, but it is a very nice, cool 76 degrees. Probably one of the best days we've had here in a while. We have a plane flying overhead as Gerwitz digs in to face Kate Peters. And she'll watch that one on the outside corner for a ball. Pitch from Peters. And that'll run the count 2-0 now. Peters gets that one over the plate for a strike, but she needs to get more consistent with those 34 pitches thrown today, only 16 of which were strikes. As that one misses high, and that'll be a ball. That'll run the count 3-1 now. So 3-1 count now. That'll catch the outside corner from Peters. That'll run the count full now. 3-2. to Tatum Gerwitz, who chops this one to short. Vitula comes up, firing kind of a double clutch, and that double clutch cost her the chance at the out as Gerwitz beats that one out. It was hard hit off one hop, and I'm not sure if Vitula couldn't find the ball in her glove, but either way, the runner Gerwitz makes it to first in time, and it'll be the first base runner of the game for the Red Hawks. I'm sorry. It'll be the second base runner of the game. The question now will be whether or not it'll be a hit or an error. They do call it a hit. It is the first hit of the afternoon for the Red Hawks, as Sydney Dennis looks at strike one. Dennis will show bunt here, pull back, and it'll be a ball. That'll run the count to 1-1 now. Gerwitz.
Now batting the right fielder, number 14, Kaylee Anderson.
Well, it appears that they called Gerwitz out at first base on the play. She came off of first base, and when she did, they were able to slap the tag out there and call her out. We missed that one, and Dennis was out there on that one, but Anderson shoots that one over the center fielder's head, and that'll be a double. So that will now be the first hit of the game for the Red Hawks.
Next,
and they automatically have one in scoring position now.
Bradley.
So the designated player, Tori Bradley, will come up and hit now with a runner in scoring position. Batting .440 on this young season. Definitely a threat at the plate, but she'll swing through that one for a strike. 1-1 now. Peters gets that call on the outside corner, and she's a strike away from getting out of this jam and sending us to the bottom of the third inning. And she gets it right there on the outside corner. She gives a fist pump, and after allowing a 2-out double, gets out of the inning with a strikeout, her second of the game. And we'll be back here from Draper Diamond with a scoreless ball game in the bottom of the third inning.
No runs, one hit, no errors.
I have no idea what happened there. Yeah, that's when she laid down the bunt, I looked over, I was like, she's not there. All right, well. I hope not. It'll be 9-1-2 here, leading off the bottom of the third inning. Paulson, Vitula, Liebrick. And Paulson will get the first swing crack at it. The junior, batting 1 for 11 this season, 0.91 average. She digs in from the left side against Patience Holman. Holman kicks and fires. A little running start there by Paulson. We'll swing through that one for strike one. There's lots going on in the sports world. Obviously, the NFL Combine right now up in Indianapolis. Major League Baseball players locked out. But we have beautiful softball being played right here in Nashville as that one's popped foul at third base for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up the senior shortstop, Amy Vitula.
Number 1, Amy Vitula.
Obviously, with the NFL Combine, scouts looking to grade those players, try to figure out who their team is going to draft as Vitula watches that one go by for a strike. The question right now is, you know, it's not a strong quarterback draft. You don't have those Trevor Lawrences or that Peyton Mannings, those slam dunk #1 caliber players from the quarterback position. As that one misses inside, you have to assume that the Jaguars are likely, well, do they take a tackle with that first pick? Evan Neal from Alabama is a name that's been floated there. Ike Ikwanwu from North Carolina State shooting up the draft boards. That one clips the inside corner for a strike. It'll be 1-2 now to Vitula. Or do they go defense? Do they get an edge rusher like Kayvon Thibodeau from Oregon or Aiden Hutchinson from Michigan? It'll truly be not your typical NFL draft. As that one from Vitula misses outside. Obviously, here in Nashville, the Tennessee Titans, what do they do? Truly, I mean, that'll likely depend on how free agency shakes out. Will Harold Landry, will he walk? Will they need an edge rusher? Will they go more offense? Get somebody like Burks from Arkansas, as that one misses inside for a ball. Or do the Titans, do they go for playmakers on the offensive side, or do they go and try to shore up that offensive line and create more running room for King Henry and more pocket presence for Ryan Tannehill? Truly much will be seen there. As Vitula with a full count now fouls that one off straight back to stay alive. Let us know what you think in the comments. What will your team do for the draft? Obviously, if you're from Missouri, you're probably, well, maybe you're a Rams fan. Maybe you're happy after, if you have that loyalty still to the team after they left you and hung you out to dry. Who knows? That's not for me to decide. As that one is shot back up the middle from Vitula, it'll be her 18th hit of the season. That leads the team, and she's on board now to start the third inning.
Up next, the right fielder.
And that'll bring up
Number 7,
Presley Liebrick. So Liebrick now tied for the team lead in RBI with the runner on first base. Would love to put this one in a gap to get her 11th of the season. She'll watch that one called for a strike. Halliwell kind of playing not your typical spot with a left-hander up to bat. She's kind of shading the left center field gap. So if Liebrick can get out in front of one as that one's by, and that'll be a wild pitch. That'll go to the backstop, and Vitula will move over to second base, but Hallie will, even now with the runner at second base, will still tread over that way, kind of shade that alleyway. If Liebrick can get out in front of one and kind of put one into the gap there, right in front of the scoreboard, not only, I mean, especially now with the runner on second base, would have scored Vitula, it could put her in scoring position as well, and Liebrick, possibly a double or a triple. But she'll put this one right back up the middle, and Halliwell with yet another diving catch. Her second diving catch of the game. She had to come a long way for it, because she was shaded over towards left field. If she had been playing straight up as normal, it probably would have been a lot easier of a catch, but still a great catch nonetheless by Halliwell. And that'll be the second out of the inning. So a runner still at second base now for Macy Konkonen. Vitula was on base on Wednesday, and it was the third inning when Konkonen connected for her first home run. So the ingredients are in place once again as she watches that one go over the plate for a ball. The Oklahoma State transfer. Watches that one high for a ball. It'll be 2-0 now. Definitely a great scoring opportunity here for the Bisons. They're out hitting the Red Hawks 3-1, and definitely a chance now for them to get on the board. Konkonen shoots this one the other way, drifting out of play, and the left fielder Gerwitz will not get there in time. It'll drop for a foul ball. It'll be strike one. So a 2-1 count now to Konkonen. 2 strikes here in the bottom of the third inning of a scoreless game. Fire. That one is driven high. It'll stay in the park and be caught by Anderson and Wright. Just missed it to Konkonen. But we will head to the fourth inning, still in a scoreless game. Katie Peters will return to the mound here as we begin the home stretch. We'll be right back here in Nashville from the Purple and Gold Challenge at Lipscomb University. Ow. Yeah. It's they're just cropping this basically. Oh. We're back here from Draper Diamond on the campus of Lipscomb University in beautiful Nashville, Tennessee. As Kat Sackett digs in from the left side of the plate to begin this top of the fourth inning. Sackett grounded out to the shortstop her first at bat. She'll watch that one miss outside. She'll watch this one miss outside for a ball. So 2-0 count now. Sackett, the sophomore from Erie, Colorado, is a transfer from Marshall University in Huntington, West Virginia. Shoots that one to second. Up with it is the second baseman, Paulson. Fires on to first for the out. That'll bring up Aubrey Shore now, who walked in her first plate appearance back in the second inning. She's out in front of that first pitch, fouls it straight down the third base line for a strike. That's Shore, the freshman from Mahomet, Illinois. Watches. 5:26. Her senior. Oh, golly. Had 14 doubles, 3 triples, 7 homers, 20. Here she'll chop it to third base. Up and firing with it over to get the out is Belding. A strong throw across the diamond. And that'll be the second out of the inning. It'll bring up Pena now.
Up next, the third baseman, number 20.
Pena majoring in elementary education at Southeast Missouri. Looking to the future youth of America. She'll watch this one over the plate for a strike. Almost down and in for a ball. Matchup here. That one flied down the right field line. Coming over and making the catch is the right fielder, Liebrick, for the third out of the inning, and we will go. Still scoreless here at Draper Diamond. The Red Hawks and the Bison will be back here from Nashville on the Bison's Radio Network. Welcome back here as we have the throw down. It'll be Belding, Rich, and Shoemaker here in the bottom of the fourth inning. As Holman gives high fives to her entire infield and steps on back to toe the rubber. She steps in and Belding now. 0 for 1 today, swings through that one for a strike. She grounded out to first base her first at bat. Looking to right the fortune here. Batting .237 on this young season, 15 games in. Belding will watch that one on the outside corner for a strike. It's Belding out and out. Count at 0-2. Holman fires that one still out in front of it. Giving chase is the third baseman, Pena. She'll run out of room as that one will drift out of play. I mentioned the NFL Combine going on now and up in Indianapolis. Last night was the quarterbacks and the wide receivers. Today, taking part in all the drills, the offensive linemen, the running backs, and the tight ends. As that one's on the outside corner for a called strike 3. It is the second strikeout of the game for Patience Holman. And the first out of the inning, and that'll bring up Camry Rich. Rich struck out looking on a full count, her first at bat.
The designated player, number 16, Camry Rich.
Little score update after 3 innings. As there's a called strike on Rich. Across the way on the baseball field, the Bisons lead 2-1 against Northern Illinois. As Rich hits that one off the end of the bat, drifting into foul territory is the first baseman Shore, and she'll make the catch for the second out of the inning. So that'll bring up the freshman Shoemaker. 0 for 1 today. Flew out to center field on a diving catch by Halliwell, I beg your pardon. One of 2 tremendous diving catches that she has had out in center field today. Patience Holman fires that one in, drifting outside for a ball. The 1-1 count to Elise Shoemaker. Holman steadies, rocks, and deals. That ball's up for a ball. They're on the count 2-1 now. Shoemaker will step out of the box, take a swing. She'll step back in, get right to work. She'll shoot that one up the middle. The shortstop, Gerwitz, coming over. Sorry, Tucker, I beg your pardon, coming over. Will field and make the throw to first for the out. And through 4 innings, we are scoreless here. It'll be it'll be Halliwell, Tucker, and Gerwitz leading off for the Red Hawks in the top of the 5th inning. We'll be back here from Draper Diamond on the beautiful campus of Lipscomb University. I would too, hopefully. Maybe we'll get lucky. Kate Peters has fired 58 pitches through her first 4 innings of work here today. She gets ready to begin her 5th. As it'll be Paige Halliwell, the center fielder, leading us off. Halliwell flew out to the left fielder. Conconin, her first at bat. She'll look at a strike here. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 3 left on base for the Red Hawks. No runs, 3 hits, no errors, 3 left on base for the Bisons. That one misses outside for a ball. We're on the count 1-1 now. Sally will fouls that one off her foot. She'll step out of the box, compose herself. 1-2 now. Halliwell fouls that one off. Straight back. There seems to be some confusion here as the home plate umpire and the third base coach have a little chat. They didn't have a ball on the scoreboard, and I think that's what the third base coach was arguing. He thought that it was 0-2. The Bison's bench was saying it was 1-2, and home plate umpire held up 0-2, but they do have it correct now. It is 2 balls, 2 strikes. As Peters fires this one high for a ball, and that'll run the count to full. And that pitch by Peters runs inside and catches the wrist of the center fielder, Paige Halliwell, and she'll trot down to first with a hit by pitch.
Up next, the shortstop, number 4, Allison Tucker.
That is the 5th time this season Halliwell has been hit by a pitch. And the Red Hawks have the leadoff runner aboard. There's a bunt, and it is a beauty, but they call it foul. It hit in foul territory before it got into fair territory. So it will be a strike. That explains why that ball just went out there and died. How about Tucker, the shortstop? Won't bunt this time, and she'll shoot it into left. Conconin comes in, makes the grab for the first out of the inning.
Now batting the left fielder, number 10, Tatum Gerwin.
So here's Tatum Gerwitz, the left fielder, trying to get something going. And she'll lay down a bunt here. It'll go foul for a strike. Redhawks as a team are 1 for 14 today. They struck out twice, walked twice, and that one hit was a double by the right fielder, Kaylee Anderson. That pitch by Peters misses high for a ball. It'll be a 1-1 count. Gerwitz will shoot that one over the head of the third baseman Belding. And that'll be the second hit of the game for the Redhawks. And they have something to brewing here in the top of the fifth inning. 2 on, 1 out now. And the batting order has flipped. It will now be Sydney Dennis, the leadoff hitter, with a chance to put the Redhawks ahead late in this game. Peters gets her. She'll ground that one to short. Vitula will come up, fire to first, get the out, but the runners will advance. There are 2 outs now, but you're not out of the woods yet because you have Kaylee Anderson coming up to bat, who as mentioned right once before, doubled earlier in the third inning, batting .406 with 6 RBI, a big bat in this Redhawks order. Peters has to be careful where she pitches her. One may question, well, why don't you just walk her if she's such a good bat? The only issue there is the girl behind her, Bradley, is batting .440, but she'll send this one to center field, and dead in her tracks is Jurizzo, who will make the catch for the final out of the inning, and the Bisons are out of the jam. Heading to the bottom of the fifth inning. We're still scoreless here. Maybe somebody will score a run here soon, but stay tuned to find out. Hopefully, if we're lucky. If we're lucky. Oh, man. Kirk was right about this popcorn. It's amazing. Patience Ullman's ready for her fifth inning of work. 50 pitches through the previous 4. Has struck out 2, walked none. Has allowed 3 hits. And one of those hits belongs to the woman at the plate right now, Joy Jurizzo, the center fielder, who singled back in the second inning. Jurizzo will step in from the left side. She'll watch this one on the outside corner for a strike. Jurizzo watches Holman. Holman will kick, fire, high for a ball. We're in the count 1-1 now. Drizzo will slap that one. It'll drift out of play, foul. This matchup between the Bisons and the Red Hawks has happened 6 times previously before, drifting back or dating all the way back to 2003. The Bisons are 4-2 all time in those 6 meetings. And they won the first matchup back in 2003, 6-5. Proceeded to lose the next 2, 6-0, 16-8. Drizzo watches that one outside for a ball, even the count 2-2. The Bison then went ahead to win the next 3 matchups, 7-3, 5-4, and 11-0. But so far today, it is 0-0 through 4.5. Drizzo will shoot that one through the gap between first and second base, and she has her second hit of the game. So the leadoff runner on now for the Bisons here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Number 12.
And that'll bring up Caitlin Hunt. Second hit of the game for Joy Drizzo, who came in batting 167 with only 5 hits. She now increased her average up to 218. Hunt will watch that one on the inside corner for a ball. A Caitlin Hunt cheer has erupted here from part of the crowd. Hunt will foul that one off straight back for a strike. A chance here for the Bisons to get ahead late in this game. But Holman has pitched excellent today, as there's the bunt down by Hunt. Fielding it, Pena. Throw over to first is in time for the out, but Hunt does get her job done, moving Drizzo to second base.
Now batting the second
And that'll
baseman,
bring up
number
Kelly
3,
Paulson.
Kelly Paulson.
And it looks like we are going to have a pinch hitter for Paulson. And in will trot Kendall Crawford. Crawford.
Now batting number 27, Kendall Crawford.
The junior from Eden, North Carolina, the transfer from Moorhead. I'm sorry, she attended Moorhead High School, I beg your pardon, not Moorhead State University. But nonetheless, she'll watch this pitch outside for a ball. She'll shoot this one over to second base. Dennis comes up with it, checks the runner who's was already basically standing on third base by the time she came to throw.
Now batting the shortstop.
Fired on to first to get the out, so 2 outs now for the Bisons, but arguably their best hitter at the plate in Amy Vitula with a runner on third base. Vitula 1 for 2 today, would a second hit would prove mighty clutch. She'll get that running start much like an Ichiro Suzuki would. She'll watch that one go by for a strike. Chula singled back in the third. Grounded out to the third baseman, Pena, in the first. Holman gets Vitula to swing through that one. A beautiful pitch there by Holman. And Vitula's now in the hole, 0-2. Situational hitting for both teams today. It's not been great. Both teams 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position. As that one's chopped foul. Really don't want to stand a runner stranded at third if you're the Bisons. Vitula. Foul that one off and out of play. Staying alive here, really making Holman work for that final out. She's now up to 60 pitches. If you love pitchers' duels, you would love this game here. Both pitchers firing zeros on the board currently. But the Bisons have a runner at third base. Their leadoff hitter and arguably their best hitter, Amy Vitula, at the plate. As the sun begins to set here in Nashville, the horizon turning a yellow pinkish color. And the lights are on here at Draper Diamond. Holman misses outside there for a ball. Not to run the count even at 2-2. So the lefty Vitula trying to put a ball into play and find some grass for a chance to bring in that go-ahead run in our first round of the ball game here in this 5th inning. She'll watch that one in the dirt, and that'll run the count full now. Big spot here, full count. 2 outs, runner on third base for the Bisons here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Patience Holman kicks and fires. And we're going to have another pitch of this at bat. And we'll do it again here. Holman misses high for a ball, and there are runners on the corners now for Presley Liebrick.
Now adding the right fielder, number 7, Presley Liebrick.
Just the first walk of the game for Patience Holman. But it does not allow a run. And she still has a chance to get out of this inning unscathed. Liebrick, 1 for 2 today, a single in the first, and a fly out to center in the third. She'll look at a called strike here, as Hallie Will, much like that diving play she made back in the 3rd inning, is shading Liebrick to left field. Not your typical thing. So, again, if Liebrick can get out in front of one and put it basically in front of the scoreboard, but she shoots it that way and caught by the shortstop Tucker, and Holman throws another 0 on the board. We are through 5 innings, still scoreless. Here in Game 3 of the day of the Purple and Gold Challenge. We'll be back from Draper Diamond. Oh, my goodness. We have some changes here. I'm not sure who. Torrey Bradley digs in here to start the 6th inning in a scoreless game. As the temperature begins to drop, we were at 76 at game time. We're now sitting in 71 degrees. As that one's fly to left. Conconan will come over and make the catch for the first out of the inning.
Number 20, Cat Sackett.
So here's Cat Sackett now. We do have some changes in the defense we want to go over. Really the only one is Crawford, Kendall Crawford, who came in to hit for Paulson. She'll stay in the game playing first base. First baseman Elise Shoemaker will move from first to second. Sackett 0 for 2 today, has a 1-0 count. She'll watch that one high for a ball. Peters, 74 pitches, only 40 strikes thrown. And that's not something that you want as a starting pitcher. You really want to grind and get those strikes called early and often and not having to be pitching from behind, much like Peters has had to do much of this game. And pitching from behind once again, as that'll run the count to 3-1. Sackett will drive that one. That's going to get down. It'll be one hop the wall. Sackett will turn and slide into second base. A close throw there from Conconan. But Sackett is in with a double. And for the third time today, I beg your pardon, the Red Hawks have runners in scoring position. And we will have a pinch runner enter the game now for Sackett as Kelby Robinson, the sophomore, will trot out to second base here in the 6th inning of a scoreless game. So definitely trying to play the matchups here as getting the faster runner Robinson out in scoring position with only one out, a base hit can certainly give the Red Hawks the lead here. Shore step into the box, waving a bright blue bat, kind of contradicting, I beg your pardon, the Red Hawks color scheme. Black jersey with red accents, obviously a red Hawk logo. One would think it'd be a black or a red bat, maybe even white as a tertiary color, but she's up there with a bright blue, almost a Tennessee Titan blue bat, and she'll watch that one on the outside corner. Won't even swing that bat for strike 2. So Peters pitching ahead for only the 6th time tonight. As there's a ball driven deep to center field, and that ball is gone. A 2-run home run off the bat of Aubrey Shore, the freshman. Her 3rd home run of the season. She is their biggest bat. Leads the team in home runs with 3 now. And that is her 13th RBI. And just like that, with one swing of the bat, the Red Hawks have a 2-0 lead.
Now batting number 24, Kinsey Wrigley.
That is the 3rd home run of the season given up by Kate Peters. And it is the difference maker right now. We will have a pinch hitter come in and hit for Pena. It'll be the left-hander Kinsey Wrigley. Wrigley will swing through that one. That'll even the count 1-1 now. But Aubrey Shore with a 2-run home run to straight away center, just barely getting over the wall there in center field, the 220 mark. And the Red Hawks have the lead here late in the game. Peters fires, and that one's fouled off and back, and that's strike 2 to Wrigley. Lipscomb, losers of 4 in a row, 4-10 on the season, 0-1 already at home today, or this season, looking to stop that skid at 4 and improve their record to 5-10. But they're going to have some work to do here in the 6th and 7th innings if they want to do so, down 2-0 here late in this game. Wrigley. 2-2 count. We'll watch that one go by as well. Run it full. And that one will miss low. And that will be the 3rd walk of the game for Peters. And I think that we are going to have a pitching change. And we will. Peters jogs off the mound and entering the game to pitch now. As we're going to have a double switch. But on the mound
Now pitching for the Bisons, number 11, Lane
is
Barefoot.
the right-hander, Lane Barefoot. We saw her on Wednesday pitch a fantastic game. She ended up getting the loss in that game. Dropped to 2-3. But the right-hander, it's a 2.41 ERA, has allowed 36 hits and 32 innings pitched. Struck out 16, walked 10. So Hallie will dig in.
Now batting the center fielder, number 2, Kay
Against Barefoot in her first game action. Barefoot, that is. We will have a runner at first in place of Wrigley, as Chelsea Pena will re-enter the game and run for her. So Lane Barefoot takes the mound, and Hallie will show bunt, foul it straight back, just over the outstretched hand of Hunt. But the Red Hawks trying to get some insurance runs here, trying to move Pena into scoring position late in this game. Hallie will shoot that one past the glove of Crawford at first and into right field for a base hit. And trouble is a brewing here for the Bisons, as the Red Hawks now have 2 on, and they now are out hitting the Bisons 5-4.
Number 4, Allison Tucker.
Allison Tucker will come in to hit with 2 on now and only 1 out against the new pitcher, Lane Barefoot. Barefoot, the freshman. Fires low for ball. This Red Hawks team is very patient. They wait for the right pitch to hit. And when they do put bat on ball, they do not miss, if ever. And there's a ball right back up the middle past the glove of Barefoot. Runners will move station to station, and we have the bases loaded here for the Red Hawks in the top of the 6th inning. So Tatum Gerwitz will step in now with the bases loaded. Ground out and a single. And she'll float this one, a nice leaping grab on the run for the shortstop Vitula for the 2nd out of the inning. That ball was hit almost in a no man's land, and Vitula just made a jumping stab at the ball to get the final, or to get the 2nd out of the inning. And the Bisons are 1 out away from getting out of this bases loaded jam. And Dennis will shoot this one back up the middle, and Shoemaker will miss the ball trying to get the ball. 2 runs will score, but as the ball gets thrown away, Hunt will fire to third base as the runner was moving. She's safe there. And it is now a 4-0 game here. It was kind of a wacky play. Shoemaker looked like she was running over to field it and kind of took her eye off the ball to look to find out where second base was. She was just going to step on it for the force play, but when she took her eye off the ball, she missed it. Tucker had advanced to second. She went to third on the throw. She slid in, and Halliwell Pena both scored, and the Redhawks now have the 4-0 lead. As we're going to have a meeting on the mound here. This manager, Kristen Ryman, ran out to give a word of encouragement to her freshman pitcher, Lane Barefoot. Lane Barefoot's first pitch to Anderson is foul back and out of play. After this game, Southeast Missouri, they're done after today. For today's game, as that ball's shot back up the middle. That'll score a run as the throw from Jurizzo to third base is not in time. It's bobbled by the third baseman Belding, and another run will score. It's now 5-0. Ryman has something to say to the third base umpire, Brad Sloan, and he's going to come and talk to home plate umpire Chris Lyles, see if he saw something different. And they both agree that it was, the ball was dropped, fumbled, and the score remains 5-0.
Player number 11, Tori Bradley.
Tori Bradley will come in to hit now. This has been somewhat of a nightmare inning for the Bisons. We're going to have a defensive change here. As Barefoot will exit. So the line on Barefoot, 1 out, 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned. And the new pitcher, well, the new pitcher will be Peters, who re-enters. As that pitch from Peters to Bradley's fouled out of play. So a big inning here. As that pitch is swung on and through, and this inning is close to being over for the Bisons with 1 pitch, as that pitch is outside. But as I was mentioning before, after today's game, after this game, it'll be it for today for the Redhawks. They'll play again tomorrow against Charleston. The Bisons will have a game here against Dayton about 30 to 45 minutes after the conclusion of this game. It's Dayton sitting here along the first base line here in the stands. They're getting ready, taking in the action. As that pitch run it over to first base. Crawford will field, step on the bag, and mercifully, this inning is over. But the Bisons trail 5-0, heading to the bottom of the 6th inning. Well, at least I thought it was. She caught it cleanly. She was, but she dropped the ball. I saw the ball scoot away. Oh, it was brutal. Yeah. Maybe we'll get lucky and the second game will be an 8-inning rule. After 5 innings. Patience Holman working on a shutout here.
Macy Conconin.
Deep into the game, it is the 6th inning. But Holman has only allowed 4 hits, struck out 2, walked 1. But the biggest stat is that big 0 in the runs column. She will face Macy Conconin here to begin the inning. Conconin fouls it off. As mentioned, Conconin 2 nights ago with her first career home run, a 2-run bomb over the A-Sun Championship banner out in right field. She'll watch this one go by for a ball. 1-1 count now. We do have a defensive change here for the Red Hawks as that ball's lifted high. It'll stay in the ballpark. Got more air under it than distance as Anderson comes over, catches it just shy of the warning track. That'll bring up Caitlin Belding. The defensive change for the Red Hawks.
Caitlin Belding.
Kat Sackett is back in to catch after Kelby Robinson had taken her place. So Sackett back behind the dish. That ball's bunted. Trying to catch the bare hand is Holman, and Belding hit that bag and she's down. Don't want to speculate, but that did not look good. The ball was, Holman tried to bare hand the ball and pick it up, and she couldn't. She just ate it. Belding was flying down the line. She hit the bag, and when she hit that bag, she went awkwardly over, flew through the air. She's grasping her left knee. And right now, one can only hope that it is not an ACL injury, that it'll only be a matter of a few games for Belding and not the entire season. She is still down. The training staff and Ryman there with her. She'll come to her feet now. She'll take a few steps back and kind of move and flex that leg, trying to work it out. The good news is that she is up and attempting to put pressure on that leg, but she's going to come out of this ball game, it appears. And she is. She'll walk gingerly back to the dugout. Jessie Brown will come in and run for Belding, but she'll make her way to the dugout. Right now, all we can do is hope that we'll be able to see Caitlin Belding again this season. So we resume play here. Jessie Brown is on first base.
The designated player, number 16,
Camry Rich will step in to the batter's box. So the Bison's trailing 5-0 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. As that pitch misses high for a ball. Holman fires that one in for a called strike. 1-1 count now. Time down to the remaining 5 outs. Camry Rich send this one the opposite field. Going back is the right fielder Anderson, and she makes the catch on the wall. Alrighty, caught that one above her head at the warning track, and that'll bring up Elise Shoemaker. 2 outs here in the inning. So Patience Holman fires in a ball. Holman 78 pitches today, 54 of which have been strikes. Brown running on the pitch. She is safe. There's a throw from Holman. I'm sorry. The pitch from Holman was in the dirt. Catcher Sackett had to dig it out. And the throw was late, so Brown gets a stolen base. Shoemaker fires that one foul. That is the second stolen base for Brown this season. In her second attempt, she is 2 for 2. And Shoemaker. Now in the hole, 1 and 2. Pitch misses outside, 4 ball. I'll run the count 2 and 2 now. Holman fires. That pitch inside. Shoemaker was early on it, fouled it down the third base line. Count remains 2 and 2. Approaching the 80 pitch mark for Holman. As that pitch right back to her, she'll glove it. Flip over underhand to first base. To shore for the out. We're through 6 innings now. The Red Hawks lead 5-0. Heading into the final frame here at Draper Diamond. Please don't go away.
No run, 1 hit, no error.
We return to action here in the 7th inning. Final frame, it'll be Kat Sackett, Aubrey Shore, and Chelsea Pena.
Number 20, Kat Sackett.
Leading off, and it was just an inning ago. With 1 out in the inning, Sackett doubled to left center. And the very next batter, Aubrey Shore, put a ball to straightaway center for the Red Hawks to give them the lead, and they have not looked back. They lead 5-0 here late in this game. It's Kate Phelps. Swings the arm. Pitches low for a ball. That pitch by Phelps. Fouled off by Sackett to the backstop. As the sun has now officially set here at Draper Diamond, the lights are on. The sky only illuminated by the lights of airliners drifting overhead. Heading into B&A. That pitch is down for a strike. Cloud cover here is masking a lot of starlight, but also the lights of the city of Nashville. You won't see too many stars here. That pitch grounded to second base. Up with it, Shoemaker. She'll fire over for the out. Do have some defensive changes to go over for you. After Belding went out with the leg injury Hunt moves from catcher to third. And now behind the plate is the designated player Camry Rich. So here's Shore, who has the big blast in this game, the 2-run homer just an inning ago. And that too, so far, was all that the Red Hawks have really needed. Is there's a shot to third, past the glove of Hunt. Tula will fire to first, not in time, and Shore's on for the third time today. Walk, homer, and now an infield single.
Now batting the third baseman, number 21, Chelsea Pena.
That'll bring up Chelsea Pena now with a runner on first base. In case you were wondering, the Bison's defense has turned 9 double plays this season. They'll need one to get out of the inning here. Pena's ahead, 2-0. That's one thing that we mentioned a little bit while ago was Peters has really pitched from behind most of this game. It's now a 3-0 count. And it is a 4-pitch walk to Pena. She'll trot down to first base. Shore will advance from first to second. There's now 2 on and 1 out.
Up next, the center fielder, number 2.
For the center fielder, Paige Halliwell. What's up? Oh, yeah. All right, yeah, we can kill it. Halliwell will lay down a bunt into foul territory. For strike 1. Let's take a look at the top 25 softball teams in NCAA D1. Obviously, number 1, unanimous, the Oklahoma Sooners. They're 10-0 on the season. As that pitch is swung on and foul tipped into the glove, 4 and out. It'll be the second out of the inning.
Up next, the shortstop, number 4, Allison Tucker.
That'll bring up Allison Tucker now with 2 on. Number 2 is the Alabama Crimson Tide. And number 3, the Florida State Seminoles. And that is significant because here very soon, March 15th, the Seminoles will be here to face the Bisons. As there's a shot, and that will be off the wall. That'll score 2 runs for Tucker. And the Red Hawks increase their lead to 7-0. Yes, those Florida State Seminoles, the number 3 team in the nation, will visit here in Nashville, right here at Draper Diamond.
Now batting the left fielder, number 10, Taylor Gerald.
So Tatum Gerwitz now, the runner out at second base, and her team with a 7-0 lead. Peters really needs to find strikes. That one's fouled up and back. As Peters gets one over the plate, that's a strike. A 1-2 count now, and a chance to get out of the inning. And there's a shot right into the glove of Hunt. Nice defense there. And mercifully, the inning have work to do in the bottom of the 7th inning. They trail 7-0. So last chance here for the bye. Hey, we'll be right back. Oh my goodness. First pitch was 4:12. We're at 6:10. Oh my goodness.
Number 9, Joy Giarizzo.
Patience Holman takes the mound looking for the complete game shutout. Her team leads 7-0 as Joy Giarizzo will step into the left-handed batter's box and get us started here in the bottom of the inning. But Holman fires a strike in there. Giarizzo fouls that one off. This has truly been a masterful performance in the circle from Patience Holman, as the right-hander gets her third strikeout of the game. This one looking on Giarizzo. Final 2 outs. In will step Hunt.
Number 12, Caitlin.
The catcher who moved to third base after the injury of Belding waves the bat behind her head. She'll foul that one straight back to the netting. I could be mistaken, but it would appear appearance of the season, according to the statistics that were given to us by Southeast Missouri. And truly, what a performance. Now, there's a foul ball through strikeouts, only one walk, 5 strikeouts. She's faced 4 batters over the mark. So kick, fire on the outside corner, back-to-back strikeouts looking. And Patience Ullman is an out away from a complete game shutout.
The batting number 27, Kendall.
So the last chance for the Bisons. This is a form of Kendall Crawford. The junior looks at a ball. Came in place of Kelly Paulson. Shoemaker moved over to second base, and Crawford has been manning first base since that switch. She'll look at a ball up here. 2-0. With the Bison down to their final out here in game 3 of 4. That'll be after. That'll begin 30 minutes after the conclusion of this game. There's strike looking. Over her left shoulder. Fire, and there's a drive. Deep. Will it stay in the park? It will not. There goes those 1 pitch. Kendall Crawford goes yard. Just over Anderson. And that is the first home run on the season by Kendall Crawford. The first home run and the first RBI on the season. It's only her 4th hit this year, but it is a long ball, and it breaks up the shutout. They still have work to do here, however, as Vitula steps back in. Still a long way to go if you're the Bisons, and they waited a long time to do so, but there's the drive. That'll go to the wall. Vitula, she'll cruise into second base standing, and it's back-to-back hits now for the Bisons.
Now batting the right fielder, number 7, Presley Lieber.
So going back to Crawford, the strategic new media marketing major with a home run, as there's a shot to second base off the bat of Liebrick, and that will conclude the game. Red Hawks 7, Bison 1. 7 runs on 10 hits for the Red Hawks. They improved to 7-6 on the year. The Bisons, 1 run on 7 hits. They dropped their 5th consecutive game. And they
Thank you for attending today's game.
look, they don't have to go too far or wait too long to get their next chance. So they will play the Dayton Flyers here. They trying to get back. They're now 4-11. The good news for the Bisons, Dayton is 1-9. So don't go away too long. We'll be right back here in the next 30 minutes. But the Bison dropped the first game that they've played in here at the Purple and Gold Challenge, 7-1 to the Southeast Missouri Redhawks. We'll be right back. Flyers and Bison right here on the Bison